We're going to talk today about taking great photo. Welcome. Okay, one more time.
And the battery is flashing.
I got it.
Okay.
Welcome back to Life in the Party. Anna is going to talk to us today about how to take great photos of your little babies with your phone camera. And if you want to check out her work, because she's a photographer like you knew, she is on ourposiephotography.com. You can check out her stuff.
Oh, thanks, Heather. Okay, so a lot of people always ask me, what are some ways I can take better pictures of my kids? And I just thought of kind of like 5 simple, straightforward tips that anyone can do just using their iPhones, using their camera phones, or their point and shoots. So the first one is find natural light. A lot of times you can tell when a picture isn't very good because the flashes are terrible on iPhones and a lot of point and shoots, and it'll be really harsh and it just won't look good. So the biggest thing to do is try to find some natural light in your house. Go kind of near a window, anywhere where the light is kind of falling nicely. And that way the camera won't have the need to use a flash or anything like that. The second thing is that kind of goes with that is to find soft natural light, nice diffused natural light, because if the sun is coming in really bright in the window, you're going to get really harsh shadows on the face, like usually here, maybe the side of the face, and your kid is also going to be squinting, and it's obvious in the picture, and you don't want that. Like, some people are like, oh, but the light is nice here, but the point is the child, you're looking at the kid, and if they're like that, it's not cute, you know? So pay attention to your subject and look at how the light is falling on their face. If it's cloudy out, the clouds are already diffusing the light nicely for you. So it depends kind of the sun and the weather and everything. And you can also take your kid outside too if it's cloudy out, or get them in some nice diffused shade as well. The third thing is to get close to your subject. A lot of times when you're looking at pictures and people are far away from their subject, your eye kind of just doesn't know where to go. So this is just like a simple tip for parents. Just get close to your kid. If you're taking a picture of your newborn, your 3 to 6 month old, just put them on the ground, on their back, or if they like tummy time, you can put them on their stomach, and just go like straight over them. Like, just look straight down and just get close to their face. That way, when the audience, the person is looking at the picture, they're not confused at what the focal point of the picture is. They know it's the kid, they're looking straight at it, and they're not distracted with like anything in the background. The fourth thing is something called the rule of thirds. And Heather's going to explain that
for us. So when you're trying to figure out where to put the face of your baby, or that's at least how I think about it when I'm taking pictures of my kids, is usually the subject is their face.
Yes.
Instead of putting them right in the middle, I think it's more interesting to offset a little bit. So if you imagine taking the screen of your camera and making it into thirds, either this way or this way, putting your kid's face on where those lines intersect, or at least on one of those lines. So instead of being right in the middle, it's a little more interesting, and it's visually pleasing to the eye to be at one of those thirds. So
yeah, so
let me know if that doesn't make sense. I can try,
so in other words, just off-center it a little bit. And even if you don't really understand, you'll look at a picture that's centered versus off-centered, and you'll see that the off-centered ones are more visually pleasing. The fifth thing is to just take a lot of pictures, especially with the iPhone, because that's what I use. It's out of focus a lot because the babies are moving and stuff, so I'm like tapping the center. Just take a lot, take like 10, and then just delete the other ones and pick the best one, the one that is in focus and the one where your kid has like a cutest expression on their face. And so those are just 5 simple things that you can follow that will help you take better pictures of your kids.